Random Gaming would actually have to beat PogChamps not once, but in 2 series of games.
Oh, but they could do it, though. We all saw how it went down in February, but I don't know, they have their work cut out for them for sure. PogChamp has been a hot team today, and with 2 super strong Pokemon on their side, that Hoopa Duraludon combination, I'd be surprised to see this go any other way. Whereas right out at the beginning, the Greedent, or the Squovit at this point, just doing those things, just going to pressure on early and hopefully not getting punished as we see everyone's joining this fight.
Yeah, and as you can see here, actually, they are chasing down this Jigglypuff right now. They are not letting it get away. They slap it in the back, and that is enough for that KO there in the bottom path. And interestingly enough, Sierra, we are seeing that in the top path, actually, Random Gaming is running 2 Pokemon, and in the bottom path, only 2 as well. So you do have a distinct advantage player-wise in that bottom path. They have more Pokemon to fight the enemy.
Yeah, for sure. And if you can get a nice little KO with that, well, then that's certainly a fantastic advantage too. But it also means the experience being a little split up. But speaking of experience, perfect time for the bees to be appearing. And I don't know, it was a little bit of a fight over that, but I think PogChamp might have had the better end of it.
I think so as well. It looks like PogChamp was able to secure a little bit more of that than Random Gaming. The Greedent right here putting on its cowboy hat and running behind enemy lines. Go, go, go. Ooh. And you just can't seem to stop it. Oh no, actually caught here by the PogChamp's Duraludon, but not able to take it down.
That's a slippery little squirrel, and at this point, too, look at PogChamp. No matter where this Greedent is going, it ran right into the Duraludon, managed to get away, going back to the Slowbro, but in the end, manages to sneak away, and it's going to go all the way along to that top path to try and score some points.
I gotta tell you, Sierra, I never know where this Greedent is going to pop up, but here it is in this top path, and now they are fighting this Lucario. There are 3 members of Random Gaming chasing it down here. Lucario needs to run. However, Yoshi coming up the Duraludon from PogChamp, getting ready to fight back, and this goal is broken so early. This is so bad for PogChamp. 1 going down, but the Lucario able to secure that fight, and now we have Greedent scoring again.
Oh, that was so bad for PogChamp. That was their little safety net during that fight. Random Gaming just being able to apply that pressure and keep on pushing forward as well. Though this Greedent, you can't keep getting away with this guy. There is no way. Finally gonna be taken down. And at this point, Lucario for Random Gaming has to be backing up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at some point, they have to be able to punish that Greedent, and that is what happened there. But you can look at the points here, 62 to 135 with the top goal already broken. Random Gaming really putting the pressure to PogChamp here.
Oh, and they have to. If you want to be resetting this bracket, moving on, you got to. And here it is. PogChamp is going to be pressing back. We've seen this Dragonite steal so many objectives and not going to get the chance to. It's going to be taken out before PogChamp even attempt to take the Dreadnought, and they're going to be able to secure it safely after that. Pushing on to the goal. This Jigglypuff has to be, Wigglytuff has to be running away.
Yeah, this Wigglytuff is running scared. There are 5 members of PogChamp here. They're using Unite moves. They're doing everything they can to continue securing points here. A big KO right there, and we're seeing the difference between these 2 teams. We have a very team battle heavy team here from PogChamps, while at the same time, Random Gaming actually secured the Rotom in the top path with Lucario, and they're continuing to score up there. Even though it looks like PogChamps is dominating right now, the points are almost identical for these 2 teams.
I think it really depends on what path we're looking at for our viewpoint on which team is dominating. Because, I mean, this focus we've had on the bottom path, yeah, sure, PogChamp, they are looking great. But the top path, a little bit of a different story. It really goes to show where these Pokemon end up on the map, how they can be applying these different amount of pressure. And there's no short of pressure along this top path as well. There's going to be another goal broken by this Lucario, now just trying to get away. And it just might.
It actually does make it out of there, and that was a really interesting score because it almost went in for Greedent. Greedent was mid its scoring animation, but Lucario was actually able to score a lot faster because it had less points. Of course, Random Gaming didn't know which one would be able to break the goal, so they wanted either one of them to take that there. However, they could have gotten more points in.
Yeah, and we've seen just how important that little bit of points is. So we'll see at the end if it ends up making a difference. At this point, with a 60-point lead for Random Gaming, they're looking pretty okay with this. And now it's just getting the last bit of wild Pokemon on the map before this Dreadnought reappears at the bottom. PogChamp last time did such a great job preparing for it. But Random Gaming seem to have the upper hand, at least for the moment, as they're already down on this bottom path waiting. And they're going to be already popping a Unite move to try and burst this down as fast as possible for PogChamp can even respawn and they will grab it.
Wow, and one of the craziest things that we saw there is the reason PogChamp was not there is because they were dealing with the distraction from that green. Random Gaming knew that, and they were able to put in a ton of points right away. And while you look at it and you say, well, it's 202 to 272, it's very, very close right now. This is true. However, the main base is open for PogChamp. So Random Gaming can make some incredibly sneaky plays in a couple minutes here when Zapdos comes up. They don't even need to fight at it, and they can score a ton of points in their main base.
Ooh, that KO streak of 2 coming out from the Duraludon. Just that little extra pressure, PogChamp, which they need. Look at this, Rotom pushing it on top, as you said. This base is already exposed. Absolute shenanigans happening all over for both of these teams. This is definitely a finals-worthy matchup, Straggles.
Oh, absolutely. And just as we mentioned earlier, you know, the strong team battling setup here from PogChamp, you can see their level advantage is actually kind of dwindling right now because Random Gaming was able to secure that recent Dreadnought. However, Yoshi, that very, very mean Duraludon from PogChamp, is the highest level Pokemon in the match, and that's going to be something to watch out for as we head into some of these later fights.
Oh, for sure, especially with the Unite moves that can come out. And PogChamp, they have the support to be able to back up that sneaky tower.
Sneaky green. Look at this green and Sierra.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
It's just so incredible to watch this Pokemon. It's constantly tormenting them. It is making its way to their base so often, and they have to deal with it all the time. And if it distracts more than one player on PogChamp, already Random Gaming shows up somewhere with a huge advantage.
Definitely. Looking towards this bottom path, though, Dreadnought appearing in just a couple of seconds, and not too much really going in that way. It looked like there was more members of PogChamp along that side, but instead, their concern is elsewhere, and Random Gaming pressuring that bottom end, while PogChamp trying to deal with the pressures in their central area. They will secure one of the KOs, but they're going to lose the Dreadnought in the process.
They did catch that Wiggly. It was bouncing around like a pinball, but it wasn't able to stay around. However, at the same time, Random gets that Dread. Clearly, this plan is working out very well for Random Gaming. They are distracting PogChamp all over the map and able to take a ton of objectives because of it. And here comes a big Rotom secure for Random Gaming. That is going to push towards their base during this Zapdos fight.
There's not even that. The Rotom is pushing in. The Dragonite is already there. And look at this. Random Gaming, there is that Zapdos objective on the map, but the amount of points, 200 since that 2-minute timer came up, they are scoring left, right, and center and getting themselves a lead before that Zapdos has even appeared. It will be PogChamp to take advantage of that, though, and be able to start trying to push forward from that. But they have quite a bit of points to be making up, and when that Duraludon's putting in the work that it is, KO streak of 2, it's going to be a little difficult.
So that is the question. Is PogChamps able to take advantage of this play right here? 288 to 498, over a minute left. So this is anyone's game, but they were not able to score enough points off that Zapdos. They are going to be behind right here. Whoa, huge. Oh my goodness, the Lucario actually makes it and it scores 488 to 498. These teams are 10 points apart. And in a minute here, they're both about to find that out. As we can see, it's a close battle pops up. That means, Sierra, neither team knows who is ahead right here.
And how would they? It is so close. And I love, too, that they specifically left that one goal at the top, Random Gaming, open. So the 2 different places Random Gaming have to be defending while trying to put their own points in. So they're able to secure at least 80 more, getting that lead, but still 40 seconds for PogChamp to try and make something happen. And with all the points in their pocket, if they're able to get another KO, this Dragonite looking real low, they might just be able to make something happen, though. They're taking a lot of damage in return from this Duraludon.
I mean, look at this here. We have so much Eos energy on the side of PogChamps right here. They just need to win one big fight and they can get back in this game. However, they're not sure how far behind they are, and now that huge score right there puts them up. They actually were able to score with not one but two Pokemon in that last goal. I think they were able to pull out a win right here. Let's take a look. We have more points going in both goals. Sierra, I don't know who's up, but I think PogChamp just stole that.
I don't know. I'm sitting here, edge of my seat, and PogChamp right at the end. You gotta go back and try and find something, or else you're gonna lose the game. But getting into this one, PogChamp, they don't want to lose. They want to go right for that victory. No bracket reset. They're looking to close this out now.
That's right, Sierra. Game 2 of our grand finals. If PogChamp wins this one, they are our champions. Random Gaming has a ton of work to do if they want to become our grand finals champions here for March. But I believe if any team could do it, it would be them.
Oh yeah, impressive 2-0 run through this bracket. Definitely close this out now. Getting into this game, a lot of pressure along this bottom path from both teams. 3 Pokemon from each side gonna be pressuring into this, and highly contested wild Pokemon from each side in this moment. It's really low, but it's still going to get that berry, though I don't think it's going to be able to get much farther than that.
It really takes a village, Sierra. It takes everyone on PogChamp to stop this Greedent from doing what it wants to do right there. And of course, we also know that Random Gaming has a bit of an advantage in their top path, given that they're going to have more Pokemon there for this upcoming battle over the 850Bs. However, it looks like PogChamp going to do extremely well here in the bottom path here, really bullying the enemy team here. And it looks like Wiggly will go down. No, bouncing around with this rollout, actually staying alive, couldn't score. Oh, so close.
Honestly, so close. It was right there, so close to being KO'd. And that rollout, I mean, the members of PogChamp were already so low, but unable to quite get there. And PogChamp looking nice and good after a little bit of a scary run over there on the bottom path. This top path as well. Random Gaming looking to apply all of this pressure. Dragonair going to be coming and trying to get some points in as well.
Yeah, so you have to wonder what Random Gaming is going to do after they get all of those points in. Of course, the answer is run away, run very, very far away as Greedent and never get KO'd. But now we're seeing PogChamp still dominating that top path here. So the strategy, similar from last game. Random Gaming doing very well here in top as this Lucario is trying to chase down some KOs on their goal. It looks like Duraludon is actually able to shut them down on their opponent's goal.
Lucario just goes, you know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. I am out of here. I'm going to go to the other end. You can have this. And a lot of chaos to start things off. I appreciate from these two teams that they're looking to get aggressive. They're consistently putting this pressure towards the goal, seeing if any chaos can come out, and Greedent with a big one and trying to chase down for another.
Wow, almost taking Lucario down there as well. Really big moment there from Random Gaming, and of course Greedent continues to score. Now, something to notice, 2 members of Random Gaming are still up in this top path. Dragonite just evolved and is running down to the bottom path here for this big brawl on the beach.
A big brawl is definitely correct, and it seems like both teams, at least for the moment, are more concerned about that Dreadnought getting that last hit. Though it is going to be going in this side of Random Gaming, and past that, they're going to be able to get the KOs to match Duraludon and Lucario, both getting one under their belts, and Lucario not looking to slow up at all. And this is going to be a little bit of a team wipe coming out, and they're going to be able to get the experience and the points.
Every member of PogChamps goes down in that bottom path. Random Gaming takes the Dreadnought here, and now they have a big advantage to start this. And just look at this Dragonite right here. He's saying, I am still the most important dragon in this game. That big metal dragon is not going to knock me off my perch. I have Hyper Beam, and I'm going to use it Wigglytuff using the rollout just to really harass the enemy team right here. Can Dragonite actually get out of here? It does not look like it.
I would have been impressed. The Dragonite did have a level on them and so close to level 10. You know, if it gets one of those KOs, it could have been a tricky situation. But PogChamp being able to eliminate that threat before it gets a little too out of hand. More threat along on Duraludon going to be dropping the Unite move, and off of that will secure the KO as the fight keeps pushing on. PogChamp getting so aggressive, though the Dragonite We were talking about the battle for the best dragon and is looking to try and reclaim that. Look at the damage it's doing though. A couple missed hits means one might get away.
Wow, that Hoopa getting chased down by a giant boulder, looking like something out of Indiana Jones, but actually able to take it out with a basic attack there. And something so amazing about that rollout Wigglytuff is it puts so much pressure on the map. It runs around from place to place, knocking the enemy up, as opposed to a Wigglytuff you might see from other teams running sleep, so that would be able to put more pressure on the enemy during a team fight.
Yeah, the rollout, you definitely have to be careful in some of those little corners. Looking at this, though, you got to be careful all around the map. Random Gaming, they got the first goal, and they're putting all that pressure forward. But you can see the jump now that the launch pad is active. Try and join the fight, and they're going to be able to deal massive damage. Dreadnought taken out by the opposing Lucario. Though, this Dragonite, not looking the greatest, will be able to escape, but you can see there is someone on their tail.
Right here, it looks like they're going to be able to, yes, to secure this Dreadnought pretty easily here. And again, what Random Gaming is doing is distracting PogChamp so incredibly well. PogChamp is having to move around the map and basically deal with what Random Gaming is doing, scoring a ton. And it doesn't look like Random Gaming is too concerned when their Pokemon get KO'd because they've already put all their AO synergy in the goal.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of experience, but we'll make it up. We'll take them on in the next team fight, and they keep on trucking through. But speaking of, it'll be Lucario on their end going down. Gotta be a little bit careful that you're not giving too much experience over, though. Random Gaming looking okay enough on their levels right now. Both teams actually decently matched at a first glance.
Yeah, and look at this fight right here. Look at all of these orbs on this objective. Who is able to secure it? It is Random Gaming going to be pushing this Rotom towards the top path. And now Random Gaming gets to do their favorite thing, which is run around the match, cause chaos. We have a Unite move from Greedon right here. Both of them chasing that Lucario while that Rotom gets pushed into the top path. Are they able to get any type of advantage from this? It looks like they're actually running towards the bottom goal right now to score while PogChamp can't defend against it.
Yeah, they got a number advantage. They knew that the Super wasn't doing so great on the health, and they're going to try and take advantage of that. But the Dragonite's taking a lot of damage in return. Is now going to be the one chased off, unable to quite get that in. It will be the Blissey to secure that in the end. And now the Wigglytuff, last little stand, will be able to roll out, but still getting chased down in a sliver of health. It's not quite going to make it.
You know, Sierra, I'm wondering if Random Gaming says, you know, we actually want to head all the way back to our base. The easiest way to do that after we score is to just get KO'd at this point. They are scoring, and by the time PogChamp KOs them, they have empty pockets. They have already put all those points into those goals. 182 to 350 right now. Random Gaming has secured almost every objective in the match, as well as scored a ton.
Yeah, though this objective that's coming up, Random Gaming nowhere near, and that's going to mean that it's a pretty easy pickup for PogChamp. Instead, Random Gaming spread out doing what they like to do best, and maybe looking at what play they can be making with the Zapdos in just 15 seconds.
So yeah, it looks like they're setting up something a little different from last time. 10 seconds until Zapdos right here. Both teams positioning themselves around here for what is sure to be a huge fight. Random Gaming is going to want to try to take this Zapdos down as quickly and painlessly as possible using their Hyper Beams and their Duraludon. And here we can see we have some scoring down on the bottom, but I know a lot of damage is definitely coming down on that Zapdos, and it is secured once again by PogChamp. Random Gaming trying everything they can to flip that bird, but it is not possible. Look at Yoshi right here, just tearing apart the enemy team. 2 KOs while Random Gaming runs the counter score.
Yeah, well, the whole fight was taking place. Random Gaming running to get what points they could get in. That meant they're at a disadvantage for the team fight, and Yoshi being able to take advantage of not only the KOs, but now the whole team, PogChamp, being able to feast on those points, taking themselves a nice little lead. Though Random Gaming, we've seen them score all game. It's now just a story on whether they can get enough in the goals, then they can isolate enough members of PogChamp, take them down. And this Lucario was getting junked down, but able to maybe run away and delay the KO.
Wow, what a huge stop right there for PogChamp. Sierra, it is 715 points to 604. It's still anyone's game, but Dragonite not able to score there. Lucario putting some points in for PogChamp. Right now, they are 1 minute away from becoming our March Finals champion. If PogChamp can stop Random Gaming from scoring right here, they will be the winners of the Grand Finals.
100-point separating champions versus a game 3 random gaming. They have about 30 seconds to make a play, but Hoopa grabbing the KO onto the Dragonite. This Dragonite has been such a big damage dealer. That is a huge blow. Another KO to follow. PogChamp, they just have to look to defend this goal. It will be just a couple of points in, but you need to just a bit more than a couple of points being taken out after. I don't know if there's anything left for random gaming to do.
Sierra, unfortunately, I don't think there is. I think we are watching PogChamp pick up their crown because they are going to be our March Finals EU Grand Champions. Random Gaming had a couple amazing moments there at the end where they tried to stop them. They tried to put points in the goal, but such incredible defense, specifically from Yoshi there on PogChamps. They are your Grand Finals champions.